Hey everyone, welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Ian, and on this channel I talk everything mobile narrative filmmaking. Everything from pre to post-production will be discussed in an effort to give you the knowledge and confidence to make your own short films and get yourself out there. Today is part 1 of Audio Basics, and we're going to get into it right after this. Today's video is brought to you by request. I had a viewer reach out and ask if it's possible to get great sounding audio with a cheap mic. I'll tell you right now, the answer is yes. I have a tried and true method of getting pretty consistent sounding audio. It may seem like a bit of a process at first, but after doing it a few times, it's going to become second nature to you. This is achieved in 4 steps: proper mic placement, proper gain setting, EQ, and compression. The first 2 are pre-production, and the second 2 are post-production. All of these steps are important in their own right, but the first 2 are absolutely paramount to getting professional sounding audio. If you don't get the first 2 right, the second 2 will do little to nothing for you in post-production. You'll waste a ton of time trying to fix what might not be able to be fixed at all, when you could be spending that precious time on color grading, color correcting, sweetening already great sounding audio. That was a little weird. So, proper mic placement. I'm going to show you proper mic placement for a lav and a boom mic. The cheapest mic I have is a $20 lav mic. It's surprisingly good, but nevertheless it's a cheap mic. I'll be sure to link it down below for you. So when placing a lav mic on an actor, you'll want to place it in the chest cavity underneath the shirt. I found that moleskin works remarkably well for adhering the lav to an actor. But before doing this, you'll want to make what we call in the film industry a moleskin sandwich. I know. It sounds disgusting. First, cut out 2 2-square-inch strips of moleskin. Then place the mic on the non-adhesive side of one of the strips. Then cover the mic with the other strip's adhesive side, leaving the top of the mic exposed. Then place the mic in the actor's chest cavity. There you go. Now for boom mic placement. You'll want to have the mic above the talent, out of frame, and as close as you can possibly get it to the actor's mouth. This will help cut down on reverb, or most commonly known as echo. However, having echo will work for a particular scene. This is sometimes used when the director wants the audience to feel isolated like the character in the scene. In that case, having the boom right above the camera is best practice. It almost gives perspective to the sound, like the camera does. When you have your mics in place, you'll want to open a new file and make sure you're recording in mono. Now we come to properly setting your gain. Ideally, you'll want your audio to be peaking between -12 and -6 dB. This just means that the loudest part of your recording should fall into this range. If the entire recording falls below this range, don't worry, that's a good thing. If it does go above, you should lower your gain to reduce your odds of clipping. So to do this, find the loudest part of your script, audition it, and see if you are in that sweet spot. On the flip side, you also don't want to record too low. If the gain is too low when recording, then in post-production you'll have to raise the gain to be able to hear the dialogue. This in turn will also raise the noise floor, what you hear in between words and when someone stops speaking, and that is not what you want ever. The noise floor is the sound of the environment around the actor, and also the self-generated noise of the microphone. The more expensive the microphone, the less self-generated noise, etc. In this case, if you are using a cheap $100 mic, say, you're gonna want to really follow this so you don't have that noise floor really high, because then all you're gonna hear is sss, and that's awful. So the absolute lowest you want your decibel range to be for the recording is -20 dB. So just a quick recap for you. 1. Get the mic as close as you possibly can to the actor's mouth. And 2. Properly set the gain so that all of the audio falls between -20 and -6 dB. Follow these steps and you will be thanking yourself in post. Trust me. And that concludes part 1 of Audio Basics. In the next episode, I'm going to talk EQ and compression, so stay tuned for that. As always, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified every time a new video comes out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.
Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to